Wow.
Where was the bar?
116 McDougal Street, between Bleecker and West 3rd. It's there now. It's called the Gaslight. The original Gaslight. It's called now. If you go in there, I dare anybody to go in there and ask one of the bartenders, be like, "So, you ever have any weird experiences in here?" And they look at you like, because I actually went over there recently and asked them, and I was like, "You ever have any weird experiences in here?" And they're like, "Yeah." Because it's really one of the most haunted places I've ever seen in my life. I've actually had ghosts say my name in there. I've actually been I've been chasing like footsteps around the bar. And I'm the only person there, and there's locked. There's like jail bars and a panic bar, and there's no windows. So there's no, you know what I mean? If there's nobody there, there's nobody there. And I'm running around in a circle, chasing somebody around. And then when I did the double back, the footsteps double back. And then finally, I just ran around in circles, and then I just hear, Jackson. And every hair on my body stood up, and I ran away like a little girl.
I love that. Where did you grow up? And
I grew up in New Jersey, Roseland, New Jersey, a little town like directly west of here, by Montclair, New Jersey. And I grew up in my grandfather's house. And one day I was talking about, that house to my mom, and I was like, "So, Mom," she was like, "Oh, remember the house? Remember this thing?" And I was like, "Man, that fucking house is haunted." and she was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You knew?" And she never said a damn thing. She's like, "If I said, yes, the place is haunted, you would have never slept ever in your entire life." Because the place was so fucking amazingly fucked up. I mean, I would see things like weird shit, like science fiction movie shit. I mean, I'd be laying there as this little kid, I'd be like, I had a flashlight. I had slept with a flashlight. I'm serious. And I would just be like, the noise, my grandfather was a barber, and he used to hang out at a bar or whatever, and then come home, and I used to never, ever, ever sleep until my grandfather came home, because for some reason, I thought it would be calm. Like he could protect me from the ghosts or whatever, because he slept in the next room.
Do you know who the ghost was?
I think it was my grandmother. I think so, but it was really, but it wasn't, if it was her, she wasn't a very nice lady. It was really scary. The basement of the house was like a bar. There was a bar, like a front bar, a back bar, taps, everything. It was chairs, beer lights, a shuffleboard. It was really cool, actually. But everybody was like terrified to go down there by themselves. My mom would always be like, "Hey, go get this for me out of the basement." And I'd be like,
"Do I have to?"
And the thing was, she was terrified to go down in that basement. She just never wanted to go down there because it was like you walk in there and you could just feel the eyes on you. It was like Limelight was the same way. When you were there by yourself. I used to do overnight security shifts there, and I would be there for, from like 5 in the morning until 10 in the morning when the cleaning crew showed up. So you just sit there by yourself, like da-da-da-da-da-da. There was an intercom system that you could hit and listen to every phone in the building. All the phones were all intercom, and the security guy, this big, huge bouncer dude, was like, "Jackson, if you hit this button, you can listen to every phone in this entire club." He's like, "I highly recommend that you do not do that." Because it'll make you insane. You lose your mind. You would just do not do it. Every once in a while, just take a walk around, and every once in a while, maybe if you hear a noise, then listen for a minute. But you don't leave it on. It'll make you nuts. And I've had wine glasses fly off the back bar, land on the bar, and cover me in broken glass, and I'm the only person in the room, kind of thing. Just like poltergeist activity, because it was there's dead priests, nuns, and little like orphan kids that were buried in the basement of that place that were still there, and they were supposed to be taken out when they made it into a club, and they never did. They never did. And Peter Cation, being Peter Cation, I guess he was just kind of screw it, But he took there's all these brass plaques that they put in the catacomb part, and they took them all off. So it just looks like it just looks like a wall, But those plaques were around the club. Like, in other words, they would never move.
Right.
And one day the phone line broke between the reception office and the front door, and the guy comes in to fix the phone line, and I'm like, "Hey, where's this?" He goes, "Come here, man. Where's this?" He's like, "Where's this? What is this? How do you get in this room?" And I'm like, "What room?" And he's like, "There's a room behind this wall, and there's a big